Hell yeah. Oh, who's fawning over you in all chat this time?
I just need the Callista.
Yeah.
We both do with Hanjaro sometimes.
Manga. Do you like anime? Do you know,
Yeah.
I when I was a kid, I used to watch them just because they were on TV as like cartoons, you know,
Hmm.
like Conan, that detective one, and then there are like a couple others. But I like New James a lot. I don't know if that's how you actually say the name, but I've been listening to his music a lot lately. Um, Sucks that he died because like he was making some really good music. But apparently he worked on like Samurai Champloo, so I don't know if you've ever heard of that
I've
one.
heard of it.
Is
I've
it good?
watched it though. No, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
Probably.
All
I
right.
watch a lot of the basic stuff.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. The way you approach this lane is actually fine. I think once she like establishes that she's just gonna sit behind the casters, you can move up though. Because if you're
Hmm.
here, like I said, you have wider range. Like you have access to all these through just auto attacks. But then once these fade away, if their support stays in this line, like right here, then he's very easy to hit with skill shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. And then when he moves up like this and uses the stun, and then Callista starts this animation, it's like you should be watching them. And then where's your cursor? Right here? No, that's incorrect. Your cursor was good to be here, like close to your champ, but then it should go here. Like it should be
Yeah.
floating, and then it should be right on her and ready to attack as soon as her animation starts up on Bard. Because then her focus is on you, but if your focus is on her, then you went out. Or her focus is on your support, not you. Sorry. But yeah, then if your focus on is on her support, and did you have warlords again this game?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, like with the fervor, you could trade back like auto Q and maybe another auto depending on how long she sits on it. Because it's gonna take a second for her to hop back, so you'll still have one extra like command in that like trade pacing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh my goodness! It is absolutely lit. Okay. All right. You know what you do here is you base. You take those two casters that just died and you just base. Because this
Forgot
will
how
be
much
right
gold I
there.
have. I
Actually,
have
yeah,
like
it does kind of
1,000.
depend. It does depend. If you have 1K, I would say you could stay, and then you could maybe,
Good
yeah,
call.
depending.
I think I go for call.
Yeah, you could go tier call.
Yeah. I think I probably should have just backed, but I don't remember where the wave ends up.
It's okay. No, this is fine actually, because I'd say, mm, yeah, the Terek's death time will be just long enough for. You know what? Actually, they could have held that.
I think they did, didn't
Yeah.
they?
Well, I think if they did, then Tarek took too much damage for it. If you could have went refillable there, you should have.
I think I could have.
The pink is kind of a waste here right now, especially since Bard is topside. They're gonna see that you have the pink, and since they're gonna have priority over the lane now for the next probably 2.5 to 3 minutes, depending on how they play it. Unless they just absolutely like shit the bed and lose out on this 2v1 priority.
Why refillable over biscuit?
Well, the refillable now you still get the extra duration on it from that mastery.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then the refillable will have usage for the rest of the game, and you don't have to use any more gold into a sink of more biscuits.
Damn, why doesn't everyone go refillable?
Well, they should be starting to now, and if they're not, then they're just dumb.
I almost never see Sneaky buy it.
Huh?
I said I almost never see Sneaky buy it.
Uh, I don't know. I've seen it built in scrims a lot, And a lot of times in solo queue, if like the really good Eastern ADs have room for it, early game or the gold for it, in solo queue they'll build it. But it's good depending on what kind of base you get. Like, and with the one you had, it was awesome because you get the call with you already have the Dorans, and then obviously the lifesteal shit that you get from your masteries. So refillable in that scenario will be more than enough for pretty much the rest of the game for your health needs in lane. But anyway, let's go back to that trade. So we didn't really discuss it. Okay. First and foremost, this should be warded, especially since you have a pink and this is now pushed up. But if it is, assuming it is, or if you've seen the jungler any other place on the map, your positioning should actually be here. Autoing down onto him and cutting her off because she's really low. Alright, and he already used his stun. If you don't have absolute vision, then you should already have this auto queue set and then start moving down. Once your auto resets again, then you auto him, W the bard at the same time, or like on top of both of them if you can, and then keep using your attack speed with your passive and your fervor to lay down damage into him. Okay, it's fine. Why didn't you E? She obviously is running away because there's no help coming here now. Like, the way they positioned with this minion wave definitely showed.
Yeah, no, I probably, I think I was in my Q animation.
Okay.
I think what happened was, yeah, I was stuck in
I think you had the
animation.
time.
Maybe.
Still, you know what I mean? Like, the Taric stun takes a while to actually go through.
Yeah.
Granted, you were point blank, which was probably the issue to begin with, because like I said, like right after your auto, you should have started moving away and then not actually stopped again until your auto attack completely reset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, playing between those auto frames really makes the difference between a good and a great ADC. Like, that's one of the little things that a lot of times distinguishes, like, Challenger from Master. But these days, actually, it's mainly shot calling in-game. You should have your camera, like, here. You had so much space being wasted on the bottom side. You could have been looking out at the Callista while also CSing the cannon. And then followed up if needed.
Yeah.
Why? You don't have to do that. The Bard was still alive, wasn't he? The Bard was still alive, and then, yeah, you can't discount the TP coming through. Like, even if you give Echo the assist, you know what I mean? Like, it's only going to be a 75G assist. He's already going to get the XP anyway.
He got the shutdown, though.
Who?
Echo.
Oh, yeah, like, with you trying to suicide to tower?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though, is your initial, like, thinking was that you wanted to suicide to tower to give the support the kill, right?
Right.
Well, either way, yeah, you get screwed because Echo gets something off it, and then he gets the shutdown, and he gets the shutdown quick because you just didn't fight back, like you didn't put up anything. So then your mid laner can't answer for as long. Like
yeah,
he just gets it and then can go back to mid instead of you stalling him. You know what I mean? And at the very best, like the TP comes through and you guys can actually turn and make something of it. If you're full HP, especially like. Maybe if you're really low and then you're actually wasting more of their time by just running into tower, in that scenario, okay. But yeah, if you're full,
that's what I was hoping for. But I got hit by the Taric stun. I was hoping I would take like a few more shots and Echo would be denied because I'd keep walking, but I got stunned.
That should never be what you're hoping for, though. Like do you understand like how that's a really flawed scenario to begin with?
Yeah, because it's negative.
Yeah, and it's pretty coin flip just because you don't have any vision. Like your vision game has been screwing you. And it's a lot of it is stuff that you can improve on, right? You have a pink and 2 trinket wards. You haven't used your trinket in last game or this game like at all.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. You can't lock yourself in that animation there. If you want to try snipe on Tarek, do it from like leave and like go up through here, or like just fire from where you were. You know what I mean? Don't stand there right in front of all of them and lock yourself in an animation like that. What a massacre. No, dude, I'll tell you a massacre. Yesterday night, I was playing on my Smurf, and right now it's D5, right? So it's D5 with around like D2 or D3 MMR, and then all of a sudden, all these like former QQ boosters, like Demir and a ton of his friends, they're in a 4-man queue because they're like technically Plat 1, all of them, so they could all still like 4-man together.
Mm-hmm.
And they just absolutely dumpstered like an all D2 to D4 game because of it. Like, it was just nasty. They had like no losses because they were all one tricks, like Riven one trick, Kha'Zix one trick. It was nasty. That was a massacre. This is not a massacre, my man. Alright, you should keep your eyes on the rest of the map for sure when you're just CSing there. Like, you don't... I don't know. See, the issue is I don't see the minimap here, so like I don't know if the situation is better for you to freeze or to shove, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the volley is elsewhere, then shoving will be better. Unless they're like just dilly-dallying and not really doing anything and you have a shit ton of wave clear elsewhere, so you know they'll just be wasting time while you freeze. But yeah, that situation switches a lot, so you have to always be thinking of that. Like, that's another one of the things that I was telling you about from last session is, yeah, you have to be constantly thinking about any and all factors within the game. Oh, man. Just shove mid, shove mid. I guess you could go for a cheeky steal here once they actually start it. Okay. Yeah, you should be tabbed, especially when you have double TP to be checking for the TP timers and shit. Also, I think Boots would have been a lot better for you versus that team. Because then you would be able to save your E for a lot more specific scenarios instead of having to use it for mobility if a fight ever starts out, you know? Like to reposition.
Boots instead of what?
Instead of the cloth. And yeah, you shouldn't be moved up there. When if Ragnar didn't use ult there on the pick they just made, there's no reason for you to be moved up like that. Even with you having a Karma, like, they have way too much mobility and can jump on you. It's also a vision thing, right? Like, you still haven't used your trinkets at all. I can actually see how just the non-usage of trinkets could take you from 450 LP all the way back down to Diamond in one... No, I'm not kidding. That's, like, actually how big that is. In this elo range especially. That's huge. Because this is the elo range where people actually know how to use vision, but never how to actually place it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times. So, yeah. If you just do that, that's really big. And can help you climb back up pretty fast. You should probably ult this next wave. Oh, dude, you have iKennyU, the old school legend. You couldn't have possibly lost with iKennyU on your team.
I did.
Oh, man. That feels bad, man. I remember when iKennyU was like the shit, dude.
I don't recall his name.
He played for, I think CLG Black at the time.
Really? That's cool.
Taking the golem's fine. Place your, as you're wrapping around, place like a ward there, and then you can go back into this. And then finish it and react accordingly based on your vision. Yeah, make sure just for next sessions that you fix the whole minimap thing. Because there's a lot more that I could teach you around positioning around the map with it. I'm
pretty sure it's a resolution issue.
Yeah, it's okay. There's still a lot of stuff we were able to talk about, but there's like way more, you know, when I can actually see like what information you have on the minimap. The good thing is though, since it's not replay GG and all that, I can see that you actually don't tab much and you don't scroll around the map to look, which is, yeah, like I said, something that you should work on. And like when you look back through these sessions, take notes, like just bullet pointed notes, and every single game you play, look at one of those notes and just focus on it before, during, and after, okay?
Uh, can you run
Like,
that
let's
by me
say,
again?
yeah. Like, let's say, um, you take like a notepad and you bullet point notes. Like, all right, this game I'll die less through. Because the thing is, you're focusing on dying less, right? So
Yeah,
take dying less through any certain medium, one way or another. Like this time around, I'm not going to overextend for CS. And I'm not gonna die that way. Or this time around, I'm not gonna take coin flip trades, and I'm not gonna die that way. And you just do that for the entire game, right? And you just do that on a game-to-game basis. That's how you improve like the fastest at certain things. And then once you like get rusty with the initial thing that you improved on, you go
go
back
back
to it and
to it.
work. Yeah, and you work on that.
So you want me to like pick a strategy, I guess you could say,
Yeah,
and then
like one thing
just
every game that you're gonna do better than any other game before. Okay.
okay.
Um, And then yeah, just do that because the thing is, especially you're playing so many games now where that actually is like a really really good way for you to improve on shit. You know what I mean? Like you're
Because
gonna
I just
be
play so many.
yeah, you play so many games that the repetition is gonna be really useful for you if you actually use it to learn a different lesson every single game. Or I mean, even if it takes you a couple of games to pick up on one of the lessons, you know, or one of the notes, then whatever, that's totally fine because you're playing so many games and like you're so actually committed to it that you're just gonna end up improving through the repetition.
Yep.
Yeah, like you're CSing because of the coin flip trades and the way it always ends up working out, like the wave does after you die, you know, or like have to base or whatever it may be. That's why like your CS numbers have been so low, and like the why you still don't have call cash at this point in the game. You know what I mean? Like you could have had it if you had better CS. You should be positioned like if you just have tier one boots, you should be positioned way further back and like pretty much be utility for your team while maintaining safety and just get autos on whoever you can when you can. Because if you have to burn your flash there to get out, then that's no way. No, you'd rather hold that flash and then if you have the opportunity to use it offensively, you use it offensively. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So pretty much, I should have been in my Q range and just been like, um,
Weaving in
let
and
it
out of
play out
auto
and then
range, yeah,
auto.
between your,
Yeah, and
especially
then
because yeah, you don't have like move speed or any meaningful AD at that point in time. Yeah, like you're gonna be just weaving in and out and just getting autos pretty much on or a little after your auto frame resets. You know what I mean? Like in between queues as well. So yeah, but you were like a little too close to your front line there. You know, so
yeah, that's
that's
why I
just
had a
something.
flash.
Yeah.
I think at the time our front line was Mininar and Graves, so it's not really much of a front line.
Yeah. That means that you should be even more careful because there's no CC lockdown
Yeah,
anywhere in the front
that's when
line.
they're gonna fight.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you sit back more, then you force them, if they're going to jump on the back line, to extend way further out from their teammates than they would have to originally, right? So then that turns it into like a winning fight for you guys if the Mininar and the Graves just kite with the rest of the team. But if you're stepped up there, then yeah, everything just clumps up after they engage, and you guys are just like you're setting yourself and your team up to only have the option to run away if shit goes down by positioning that way, right?
Right.
You should sell your potion here for a pink.
You don't think it's okay to have one pot?
No, like, I think here the pink is way more useful, especially
I
since
don't
you have
know
your
if I had a
core.
pink place though.
That's fine, even if you did. Like, look how much the map has changed since you last had a pink, right?
Yeah.
Even without looking at the minimap, I can already tell, because there are towers that have fallen. And even if one tower falls, that's already, like, warranting, pinks being moved up, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's choppy.
Ooh.
Oh boy. It's actually the recording itself because it's running still. Best Rengar AMA is on a killing spree. I think I got what I needed to out of that fight.
Yeah, good
uh,
information.
yeah, I have no idea how that played out.
Uh,
It's still chopping.
that's weird.
Okay, I guess we'll just go to here. No, you should look at all this. This is all useless. It's all useless, dude.
Huh?
All of this is useless. Actually, maybe this little box right here is useful to you. So maybe your screen should be right here onwards.
Yeah.
Okay? Because, like, this would be where you would E, potentially, if they moved up some more. But, like, you should have the screen all the way this way. Because if you know that Tarek is the only threat overextending into here, then you E forward and up to escape his stun, and then you put damage down onto this guy and just keep moving, and then your E is coming back up, and you can slow the Rengar as you keep
Mhm.
running, and then that's another kill for your team. Like, you could be carrying the shit out of this way harder than you are. You're just sitting back and just providing damage in a very basic way right now, right? Like, you could be doing way more for your team in that fight. Alright. Tomorrow we're gonna do a live session with. Actually, can you stream on Hitbox? Do you think or no? Would you be
Mm,
able to do input? We could try it in custom, and if it works out, then we'll try it in
I haven't ever been able to make OBS work with my current
Okay.
setup.
Yeah, you could just try Hitbox, and then if it works out, that'd be good. Because I would like to talk you through a game as you're playing. I think that'd be good. You can sell your call here now for pinks. They're more useful than the call will be in any scenario. Like the lifesteal and the damage really won't do anything for you in a team fight now, especially when everyone has this many items. Uh, yeah, sure.
Because I have to get that mail out today. And the mail stops coming at 5.
Alright. You should be looking for where to place your pink here. There might honestly not be a best option. Like, you might just hold it for the next objective. Alright. You can move up on the Callista here. Oh, you can't do that right in front of the Echo. Damn. Yeah. Do you see where you messed up?
The ulti?
You're letting yourself take way too much free damage for no reason. Like, you could have positioned a little more to the left and you wouldn't have taken any of his damage and still been able to clear out most of the minions, and then you would have had a better angle to Q from. Who's low hope?
My duo. Is the Karma.
Do you do it with him a lot?
Yep.
Alright.
He's a support main.
You should, if he plays Karma, you should definitely looking like more into playing some Jhin again, like you used to. Because Karma Jhin is really, honestly, just disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
Karma Jhin is just, if you just pick those two champions in tandem and you have any semblance of like a thinking process, you should have like 55 to 60% win rate just picking those two champions together, honestly, with a duo partner. And then if you actually play them right, then yeah, there's no way that you shouldn't climb up the ladder super fast.
He plays. His most played support is Lulu. He plays a lot of Lulu. But like I think his top 3 are like Lulu, Sona, Janna, Karma, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Have
do
you
a
ever tried
lot.
playing Caitlyn with your playstyle?
Yes, I have.
Are you good with her traps?
I used to be like back on my old account or my old name Fukami. That was like my main champion. I got challenger with it. Really good at her.
Anymore?
Because I think she sucks.
She doesn't suck.
I don't think she's very good.
With your playstyle, dude, Caitlyn is better than picking Ezreal. From what I'm seeing.
What makes you think?
Like, you're really not utilizing his mobility like 100% for what it could be, and the way you're positioning, you'd be much better off having 550 auto or 650 auto attack range than 550. So try her, and then try some Jhin out again, and keep playing Ezreal. Like, that's fine. Your Ezreal's not
I don't know
bad,
if I want to
just...
play Caitlyn.
Alright. If... Like, the thing is, you have to be really proficient at her and really good with her traps to make her work, especially in solo queue.
I feel like I'd have to relearn her again. I was really good at her before, but...
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, try out Jhin again. Because his nerfs, honestly, didn't... Like, he's still the same Jhin, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
I don't know, I came in with him.
Alright, you should be rotating with your team right now. There's no reason for you to stay here, especially once they all left. Rotate with your team, use the pink, get vision out. You should like put a blue trinket there to check to see if they have that pinked or if they go through that alley at all. And then you can put your pink on one of the sides of the jungle that your team is working. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, see? That's just gonna happen when, like, the bad back timing is a direct result of where you pathed as your team was leaving, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think the only reason it was invisible was because you had your shop open, no?
Yeah, it wasn't invisible when Rengar jumped, but I had such a small window. So just since my shop was open.
Yeah, but first and foremost, it was your mistake that started it, right? So
Yeah, it's saying too long.
Alright.
I don't know if you've played against Twitch, Tarek. It's so obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane.
Depends what champs you're playing, though. I feel like, even though Tarek is pretty good into Braum, Braum is really good into Twitch. Depending. Like, Braum is really good into Twitch. Alistar is really good into Twitch. That's the thing. So if you pick the Twitch after the enemy bot lane, it's totally fine, I think. But yeah, it's really weird. First picking him, even though he will be used a lot at Worlds, because even if
Twitch.
yeah, I think so. Because even if you have like good answers to Twitch, he still makes you play the game completely differently as a team in a competitive setting.
I'm sure Korean teams will play him. I don't know about
And
NA.
LPL too. LPL definitely will. Into Sivir and very certain things, you'll probably see some Twitch.
I think Sivir's gonna fall off a bit. Like, I don't think we'll
She's
see
still
her
being
as
played
much.
after her nerfs, but yeah, she's not gonna be as much. Ezreal will be really good in Worlds. Might see some Lucian still, Ashe still, a little bit of Sivir, Jhin probably,
I think Lucian's still so good.
Twitch. Well, Lucian just actually has weak early game against some matchups for the first couple levels,
Yeah.
and then he just really spikes hard at his first item. But yeah, he also needs jungle pressure pretty much. Unless he has a lane bully support with him, and then he forces jungle pressure into bot, so then he becomes like an anti-carry and a carry at the same time. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have enough information like on the map or anything like that to tell you where to be right now. So I guess we just wait for the next fight or anything that happens for your DI. Just yeah, really focus on looking more on your map and using your trinkets more. Like, you need to constantly keep the word trinket in mind always. Like, put trinket in all caps on the whatever notepad you decide to use.
Alright. I'll do that right now.
Put a shit ton, like, legit. Google image search the word trinket and then just copy paste that shit into Paint and make that your background on your computer pretty much.
Alright, I got you.
Oh wow, Frozen Mallet Callista. God bless. Frozen Mallet Runons. The good thing is your slow stops or cuts her attack speed by a significant margin, so if you just get the Iceborne terrain under her as much as you can, it's really good.
I think Ezreal counters the fuck out of her. It's pretty sad. I remember missing like every skill shot as Ezreal when I rushed Iceborne. I still killed a Callista because she just can't damage you.
Yeah. Alright. Move is 5. That's good. You're doing a lot of like one-man army type shit, you know what I mean? Where you're not focusing on what your team is doing. As sad as it is to hear, and you're gonna have to remind yourself this a couple times, is as an AD carry, even if you're in solo queue, you'll still have to play off your team.
Yeah.
At the very least, you use them as body shields, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's really important to be looking them down. Alright. They have what? Shen and
Shin Ringar.
yeah.
Taric.
I'd say that's a good build.
Echo.
Yep, that's a good build. So far.
You don't think I should have went the other one?
No, why would you? They don't really have enough regen to warrant it.
I remember going back and thinking I should have because they do have
It's just Echo, Taric.
Rengar heal, close to 2 lifesteal.
Oh wait, you're right. Yeah, because close to lifesteal items. Yeah, actually, the Mortal Reminder would have been better.
That's what I was thinking when after this game.
Yeah. I totally forgot that she was building an extra lifesteal item because I just saw the one lifesteal item with Runons and then the Mallet. But yeah, I'd say that's fine. You have enough tank busting with those items anyway. That you don't need like the extra HP damage. Plus, it's a 280 carry comp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that like Graves or Gnar didn't build it yet. Actually, yeah, it would be Graves, not really Gnar. Cause it's what, level 16 now. Yeah. Don't use your ult here. You should be searching for where to use your blue trinket as well. What's that sound?
Hmm?
It's like constant like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Is it
Is
like
it?
you're a computer fan or something?
Might just be my headset. It makes noise sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I can try to fix it.
Alright. Yeah, that's better. Nice.
Is that any better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's back. Well, no, we're fine. You can walk through here. Like, you have vision on all of them. Make your pathing as efficient as possible. It's your gold. I'd say you should get a Sterix.
Really?
Well,
I never
nah,
see
no, no,
these
no. I'd
builds.
say GA actually.
I was thinking GA too.
Yeah, GA, definitely
I
GA
think I
here.
get a GA before the end of this game, but I might be wrong. Yeah, I do.
Alright, good.
I think I still the Hex Shrinker.
You could go GA and then, um, hmm. Yeah, I mean, actually, for a while that would hold you over. GA and then just elixirs. And then maybe switch out your Iceborne or Boots depending, but Iceborne is really good versus that team, so you probably don't want to. Even, like, if you get the extra damage, like we said, you already have enough damage in the comp. You just need survivability and utility. But yeah, this is more than enough like damage items for you as Ezreal, especially in these two comps, so I wouldn't say you need Maw by any means, and GA does way too much for you here. So do you like the POV coaching more than just replay GG or whatever it may be? Well, a lot of it is going to be better once we actually get the minimap here.
Yeah, I think it's the same, but being able to see where my cursor is helps you more than me because you can tell what I'm thinking, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, no minimap kind of sucks, but that's just my fault with the recording.
There's that, and it's also like your camera work, like we said, needs work. And you should tab a little more to see the status of things more often. Like, looking at itemization is super important. You've only done it a couple times this game, and then on top of that, like looking at your power spikes relative to the enemy item power spikes, and as well as summoner spells for your own team is really important. Like summoner spells for your team changes everything in team fighting.
Yeah.
Did Gnar not die? Oh, there he is. Nice. You could have been moving up. Like what you should have done was move up one step, instantly blue trinketed this, and then if you see that they're all fleeing instead of any coming towards you, then you keep moving up with them, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And then like we were saying before, once your E resets, or if you want to flash into them here, then you'd be able to. Like, you would be in a position to just shit on Kalista there. Where's Graves?
I don't know.
Did he base? Ugh.
I don't remember what happens here. Oh yeah.
Oh man. You should fire your Q as you're eating away and then just put all your damage down into him that you
I
can.
actually flashed, but it was a bad flash.
Oh god. I
Yeah.
didn't notice that you did that. Wait, are you sure you did?
Yes. Oh, maybe not.
No, you didn't. There's no,
Guess
yeah, there's no way that the flash timer
Oh
is
yeah, I
that low.
flashed for the Taric. That was right.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have flashed for the Taric. Whatever.
Why is Gnar attacking the dragon? Oh god. Okay. Yeah, you guys shouldn't have done that if Graves wasn't gonna be there in the very beginning. And yes, you need GA. Oh, rip. Is it over here?
No.
Oh. The Mighty Fiesta. No, this was on the patch with the skill shot bug.
Yeah. There was a death mid lane where I
Yeah.
just flashed into the It's pretty lame.
No, I remember it. Yeah, it was pretty painful. Why are you sitting all the way back here when your teammates already had priority within your own jungle? I think a lot of times you play as if you don't have vision when you actually do, just because you didn't look for that information, you know what I mean? At least that's what it looks like. But, yeah, I can't see the minimap, so... Is there any reason that you were sitting that far back?
Not that I can remember.
Alright. Ult down the lane through them.
Pretty sure I did.
I didn't see, I was watching the, off to the right, your positioning based on it. Probably go back. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did already. I was wondering what had you stuck in that animation. Alright, that's good. You should, okay, yeah, block the, or walk out of the second thing of that. Hold your E, nice. Nice.
I could have maybe eaten there.
I don't think so. I think it's too risky. Not knowing what they all have for sure. It's fine if they have Callista, dude. Because if she tries to walk up to you guys, even with the Shanteric, you just kite her. especially with the slow. She's not going to be able to really put down damage in a safe way. But if you approach them in this way, that's what she wants, because she's fighting you out in the open instead of right down through a lane.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Wow, he literally flashed over you. This is why you don't... Oh my god. Ugh. Whoop. Sick boys. Yeah, you guys might have been able to just walk out of that, but... Damn.
Plus you.
Sneezing left and right. Thank you. Yeah, he didn't have to go for all that. The flash was too much, and I ended up almost giving you the fight back. Dude, my life. Alright. Do you have any questions? Don't get me wrong, a lot of the stuff that we've talked about seems like super basic, right? But it's just stuff that you have to do.
Of course it's basic, but I know my macro is bad.
Yeah,
That's
so
my main issue. I don't really have an issue with like mechanics.
it's legit. The way you fix it in this scenario is straight up look at the map more. Look at like scroll through different parts of the map more. Tab more often. Like watch cooldowns when you go into game. Legit, like in the loading screen beforehand, if you don't know the exact cooldowns of the person you're laning against, you should look them up. Or like of TF Ultimate or Shen Ultimate. You should
I know those, yeah.
Yeah, so just playing the game more consciously is what you need to do right now. This is what I told Chris too. A lot of you guys right now, you legit just need to play the game more consciously first, and then it becomes more about the macro itself instead of like not autopiloting, and then we start to work on the macro stuff, especially if you say, okay, yeah, my mechanics are good, right? But the thing is, you're not going to be able to utilize your mechanics to their full form 99% of the time if you're not actually I mean, maybe you will a little more often, actually, because you have to be put in shit situations where you have to use your mechanics, right? But the key is to get so fed off of utilizing your game knowledge and out-rotating the enemy team by actually utilizing your pressure, which you haven't been able to do. Like, because of the deaths in lane and the way it played out, you weren't ever able to actually impact other parts of the map, which is actually a big part of playing AD carry right now. If you can do that in solo queue, which you should be doing, then you're going to win a lot more. But yeah, a lot of that is the positioning in the lane. So look back at the couple things we talked about your positioning in lane and utilize those. There were like a couple times throughout the two games they showed up like again in lane, but I didn't really point them out because I already pointed out the specific scenario that you would be looking at it. Always watch the enemy support and AD and think about their ranges versus yours. Like every other champion to you is just a set of ranges and like their kit. They're not like just the champion themselves. You shouldn't be looking at your own champ actually, because your own champ is like a set of ranges. You should always know where your position is, and you should be able to like move your camera and do everything that you got to do to get yourself ahead, like while still focusing on your micro. Especially because it's not like you're shot calling right now either. So it's not like you're trying to shot call and focus on micro and macro. You just gotta like hone in to the macro and not just play like a lot. Imagine if you consciously played every single one of the games that you played through this season, right? How many, like, what percentage of the 2,000 or so games that you played this season do you think you've actually focused 100% and like thought, is this what I should be doing before you started doing it?
Yeah, probably not I'd say it's majority, but not.
What, like 60, 70%?
Yeah.
But then, yeah, like imagine how much more you could learn if you're just actually constantly playing consciously. And maybe we need different games that show you actually playing full consciously with the minimap going, and then we actually see a couple macro issues already, right? But yeah, when we get that, we'll get to that point. So,
All right.
yeah, man. get some VODs of you actually playing 100% consciously, minimap showing, all that stuff, and we'll work on all the rest. But for now, those few micro things that we talked about, I do agree with you. Your mechanics are your strong suit, but there are a couple things from a micro perspective you could do to actually utilize like your mouse clicks, and your direct input is actually a lot better than most Diamond slash Master AD carries that I've seen, because you actually like click way closer to your champ when you're using input commands. You just have to target a little better sometimes, I think. So,
Yeah, like a champion unit targeting.
uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, that's always kind of been a problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like in a crazy team fight, I'm just like, oh, I got
I'm
out
just
of
gonna hit,
something, and
yeah,
then auto
whatever
the
I can.
Alistar with ult or some shit.
Yeah, for sure. So all right, man. Great stuff. I'll look through these and get them uploaded if I don't sound way too like disgustingly sick. And yeah.
Alright.
Either way, I'll upload it, and then yeah, if I have to give it to you unlisted so that you could take notes on it, that's totally cool too. But all right, man, keep in touch, and we'll talk soon. All right.
All right. See you.
Yeah, talk to you later, man.